to 4 Pacific, 7 Eastern here with West Virginia going up against Houston. Boy, West Virginia is looking, uh, well, let's just call it for what it is right now here. This one has been a bit of a mover. Current line right now is West Virginia, even 2.5 at some spots. I've seen it get as low as 2, but right now 2.5 or so. I guess there could be some 3s out there. Let's check market wide and see what we're dealing with here. And well, I think there's a little bit of a split between the 2.5s and 3s right now, with West Virginia favored here on the road. They come in with a 4-1 record, and Houston, meanwhile, I'll call it an un-Houston like 2-3 at this at this point. For West Virginia, they've won now 4 straight after that loss to Penn State. Remember, they lost that one 38-15. West Virginia off to a 2-0 start so far in conference, beating Texas Tech by 7. They beat TCU by 3. So, well, they pretty, short favorite here. This one I opened at 4.5 when we were on the opening line show here on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel last Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern and 11 a.m. Pacific, and the line was already moving towards Houston. Houston allowed just 14 and 7 points in their 2 victories, but the 2 games that they lost, they gave up big-time points, and they're an underdog here. They gave up 49, 43, 36, and they're supposed to lose this game. Now, the total has dropped. When we were on the air on Sunday, it opened 54.5, was immediately bet down to 52. Now we're down to 49.5. I'm even showing 49, and I'm going to update it to 49 because if this is a tell, when I give myself the toughest line to beat, we'll be looking to the under in the game tonight between West Virginia and Houston, in my mind. Here comes some of your picks already. Let's take a look. Thomas Lewis says West Virginia. And Blake says West Virginia. They haven't been a great road favorite, that's for sure, but this is a short number. And West Virginia, not great since they've come over here, but they are 2-0 against the spread so far 2-0 straight up and against the spread in these conference games so far. What site did I say, Thomas? Give it to me again and I'll say it. I'm sorry. I'm not even thinking about what we're talking about. What site was I talking? What was I talking about? Okay, Thomas says go under in this one. Raise it with me. Nathan says yes, West Virginia. These are the type of plays where I'm going to be with our new Morning Steam product, Morning Steam Select, where the chat totally agrees. That's going to be one of the plays, right? Probably not going to give out 20 plays on that serve. We're going to try to make big packages. On the MMA. Thomas, I just saying on YouTube, I host an MMA podcast, and if you typed in like my name and maybe MMA and picks, I think it'll come up as a YouTube video each week. So appreciate that. I did it last night with my podcast partner, and that's my coverage. I do sell premium packages, MMA here, but I'm not skilled enough really in the now you're toying with me, Thomas. But I'm not even though I have watched probably every single I don't want to say that. But I watched, ever since the inception. Really, like I said, we watched the early ones on videotape, and then they started really cranking when it was. We talk about now it's UFC 293, whatever we just said, and I was around watching like UFC 7 with when they'd have like Hoist Gracie would be in there wearing his gi up against Tank Abbott or something. It'd be like a little 98-pound guy against a 400-pound guy, kicking him in, like grabbing him in the guard and kicking him in the kidneys for 10 minutes. Any old school MMA fans like me out there remember? They said, we got to change this a little bit. This is going to be a great sport. We can't have a little guy crushing the big guy in the kidneys for 10 minutes. Nobody wants to watch that. They said, well, how about a weight class? And they used to do it like a bracket. You'd have like five guys in one night. You're like, all right, moving on to the next round. Guy's got a black eye already. All right, West Virginia and Houston here. For Houston, just 2-6 is a home underdog. They're not a home underdog very often, quite frankly. But now that maybe just a little bit different situation in the conference here. So PZ talking a little Frank Shamrock. Yeah, we'll do, Thomas. No problem. I think we can do that. Maybe it doesn't come up. Maybe I'm not as famous as I think I am. We got 4 dozen in you here, and I appreciate you guys watching. Also, Holgerson not great at home against the number 29, 43, and 1 against the spread in his career. So, anyways, I'll take the under in this one with West Virginia and Houston. Houston means I'm one step closer to you. All right.